What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the spinoff, another episode, of course. Today, everybody, I got with me this young man who is an up-and-coming comedian. You may not have heard the name just yet on a national scale, but you're gonna very soon, and we're gonna get into that. I'd like to welcome my guest today, Griffin Thomas. Thank you for joining me, sir.
What's up, Brian? Good
How
to be
you
here.
doing?
I'm happy. I'm good today.
Yes, you got major good news, man. We're gonna hop into that very soon. Anybody that may follow you on Facebook, they obviously know some of the news, man. They've seen the posts. You know what? Screw it. Let's hop right into it, man. You hosted for Ron White last night, man.
Yes, I did. Dude, it was the craziest thing ever. So, all right, I guess let's just start with the beginning. So, a couple of days ago, my buddy Rob Churchill, he's the one who books guest spots for Vasani, who's a pretty beautiful room in Port Charlotte, Florida, and then our Laugh-In, which is my home club in Fort Myers. And he called me, and he was hosting, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and he's like, "Holy fuck, bud, you won't believe whose fucking bus is outside, Vasani." And I'm like, Ron White, and he goes, "Yeah, you should be hosting as long as he stays for that late show."
Oh man.
So that whole day, up until that day, I didn't really want to say anything because I didn't know for sure if he was going to stay for that late show.
You don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, right. So then when I walked in at Vasani's that night, I was like, "Hey, is Ron staying for both shows?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Oh my God." So immediately I knew that I was going to be opening for Ron White. And here, check this out. He was the feature. So
yeah,
he came in for a feature spot for John Heffron.
Oh, yes. John's an amazing comedian.
Oh, dude. So I literally was hanging out last night with John Heffron and Ron White.
Oh man.
And so it was that aspect was super cool.
It's two greats in the biz.
Right before the show is about to start, probably like 25 minutes before the show is about to start, there's this chick, her name is Lauren, and she is the lady she's in charge of like running food to Ron White for during this time. So
wow.
She comes up to me, she goes, "I've been looking for you for forever. Ron wants to see you on his bus."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Fucking what?" So they're like, "Yeah, come on." And so I follow her onto Ron White's bus, and I meet him, and he's like, "Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Here's everything that we're gonna do tonight." He told me how he kind of wanted me to introduce him, and I went out and I did it, and just getting to meet him was absolutely surreal.
Now, didn't he say something to you after the first time you introduced him? He kind of gave you the nod.
So once I introduced him, he came on stage, and I'll do his voice. This is what he said. He goes, "You didn't fuck it up." Right? And he goes, remind me what your name is." I said, "Griffin Thomas." And so he went to the mic and he goes, "Give it up for Griffin Thomas." So wild, absolutely wild. But I was, after that, I was like, I have to get a photo. Like I wanted to get a photo with Ron, and so I talked to his bus driver, right? And this is the coolest part of the whole shit. So I talked to his bus driver, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see why not. I can get you on the bus." So I was like, "Hell yeah." So I'm standing outside smoking, and the door opens. He goes, "Griffin, come on in."
Oh,
and
shit.
I go, I walk into the bus, and Ron's just sitting there with his girlfriend and their dogs. I'm just in their fucking house. You know what I mean? And I'm just talking to him, and we had a crazy time, and then his bus driver had issues with his cell phone, like 3 different issues with his phone, just like he didn't know how to take screenshots, like he didn't know how to do certain things with his phone. And he had a brand new phone. It was literally brand new. So I showed him different things on his phone, and I didn't really think anything of it, but after I showed him those things, I was just standing outside Ron's bus talking to him. It was just me and Ron White, and we were just talking after I fixed his bus driver's phone, and we were just kind of talking about comedy. I'm like, hey Ron, I don't know if you know this, but I can do comedy and I can also be your bouncer. And he laughed. And he laughed, and then he looks at me and he goes, and you can fucking IT. so so I was like,
Fucking
you're right.
Ron White.
I
Oh my
was like,
god.
right on, dude.
Oh.
So and he goes, where do you live? I'm like, I live in Fort Myers. It's not too far on, but I'm like, I'm willing to go anywhere for comedy. And he goes, well, I'm gonna be down in Naples. I got 6 shows. You wanna do them with me? And I was like, yeah,
Way
I
to
do.
reel it in.
I do.
You
I
harnessed
do
it.
wanna do that. Thank you.
Dude,
Dude,
inside, what were you feeling though? Was it fucking 4th of July fireworks just going off like crazy?
well, so it's so funny because I didn't think about it after the fact, but I went home and I drove with no like I went home. It's a 45-minute drive from Port Charlotte to Fort Myers. I didn't listen to any music.
Oh shit.
And I didn't. I just drove like
In
like this
silence.
just the whole way, just so like I'm like, what in the fuck just happened to me,
Things are about to change, Griffin. I'm telling you.
dude? I hope so. That'd be terrific.
Well, you've been busting
Yeah.
your ass at this for how long? You been doing comedy now?
So see, that's the thing. Is I'm very privileged to be getting these types of opportunities because I haven't been doing it that long. I just started doing comedy 6 months ago.
Are you shitting me?
No.
At the same time, man, you network your ass off on Facebook. I see your posts all the time. You are
Well,
posting constantly. I love it.
that's the thing is I work very hard. I never
Yes.
stop. I constantly keep going. I love comedy. I love this business. It's so much fun. I get so much literal joy out of it. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to do, and it's not easy for me to do, but it's easy for me to put the effort in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The effort isn't easy, but it's easy for me to put the effort in. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, it's wild. Comedy's so fun, man.
Yeah. It is. It is very hard. I ain't gonna lie. I've tried an amateur open mic night. Complete fucking bomb. I've never
Yeah.
tried that shit again. Had a whole newfound respect for what you guys do. And I'll tell you what, at 21 years old, trying that shit, I ain't never trying that again. I'm very happy to be the spectator. And what you guys do is an absolute art form, man. It
Super.
really is. What you guys have to do is crazy. And I like what comics like you do. I've seen that you've opened for let's see, who was it? You've opened for Rondell Sheridan that I've
Mhm.
seen. You've also opened for Dat Fenn, Brett Ernst, and then of course the Queen of Mean, Tammy Pescatelli. What was it like opening up for Tammy? She's amazing.
She is super cool. Yeah, it was great. She's so funny off stage too, and she's a genuine person. And it's I think she's one of the most underappreciated comics probably
Yeah.
out there. Nobody knows who she is. I mean, there's the mainstream people know who she is, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of people out there that don't know Tammy.
Yeah,
That
it's a
should.
travesty. It's a travesty.
She's been on the Tonight Show 5 times.
Not to mention Comedy Central roast, where she
Oh,
absolutely kills it.
she is a vixen, and she doesn't pull any punches.
Nah,
I'll tell
she's a
you that.
vixen, a minx, a queen, all rolled into one.
She is. It's funny because after I opened for her, she ended up liking a post that I did. But it was on one of her. She made a post, and I commented on somebody posted like she posted like a picture of herself, and it was so beautiful. And this guy put, "Oh my God, what beautiful eyes! I love to stare into those beautiful blues."
Oh God.
And I just posted, "Hey Rick, I got blue eyes. You want to stare in these bad boys or something like that?" and she the Tammy account. I don't know if it, if it's her publicist or what, but the account itself laughed at it. So that
Dude,
made me fucking happy.
yeah, it doesn't matter if it's their assistant or if it's actually them. To you, it's them. It don't matter.
Well, I remember the first time I heard that it's not. I found out it wasn't really them. Oh
Yes.
man, I found it was my mentor. I found out I trained with Kevin Farley in
Oh
Fort
wow.
Myers, and I went up to him and I was like, I posted a picture of him from one of my training sessions, and I went up to him. I'm like, dude, thanks for liking that post. That was awesome. He goes, oh, that wasn't me. That was my publicist.
Oh
And I
shit.
was like, and I was like, but so you didn't see it?
Shit.
Yeah, dude. It was like a weekend of comedy, and I
Hey,
was like,
give him
it
credit
broke
for
my
being
heart.
honest. At least he could have
Oh,
lied and
dude,
been like, "Oh
no, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't. He was very blunt.
yeah." See,
That was one of the hardest things, man, because he is old school, like Second City, Chicago, old school.
oh,
And I was my first fucking week in comedy, and when I was going up there, and I was like, he's like, I want it fucking this way specifically, and I was like, ah, I was like, I wasn't ready for this.
yeah. And see,
So
you're originally from the Windy City. You're from Chicago. So,
originally, yeah. So
what was the comedy scene like in Chicago then?
the comedy scene up there is I can't wait to go up there. I've been a Floridian though for 10 years.
Yeah,
So I've only done comedy for 6 months, so I've never really had the ability to do comedy in Chicago. But I know the scene is very well. I know the scene is crazy in Chicago. Um, from what I've told though, from what I've been told, Chicago's more of a place that you go after the fact. The two places that you go as a comedian are either is LA or New York.
really.
After, yeah, those are the two spots to go at, from what I've been told. If you want to work in movies and do like maybe writing shit like that, you go to LA. And
Yeah,
if you want to just do comedy, focus on that, be the only main thing you do, then you go to New York.
makes
So, and
sense.
that's after you get to like once I'm at the level where I can headline locally in my area and do it successfully, then I feel like I can move to the point to where I can go to New York or something like that.
Eh,
So that's
so,
kind of I would do New York for LA.
so who was really your biggest comedic influence then that got you into comedy and made you love it so much that said, "Hey, this is my career choice."
So I've always loved comedy my whole life, but I've always been kind of too afraid to ever pursue it or ever really think that I had an option to. Like I had no idea how to go from here's jokes to, oh, let me go be a comedian. So I had a crazy 2020. Everyone did.
Yeah.
But I went nuts, man, with COVID and everything going down. So I was actually in the hospital for like a week straight in 2020 with um like my blood pressure was off the charts.
Oh shit.
My heart was like, it was just lots of shit,
Damn.
and I almost died, man. It was pretty nuts.
My
uh,
God.
yeah, so when everything was finished with that, I was kind of like, if I get the chance to get out and kind of get back to normality, I want to pursue something that I never tried before. So my wife and I went and saw a mutual friend. So my wife works for a company down here. It's like an internet company, and one of the main people who works there, his is so confusing. One of the people who works there, his sister is a pretty big comic locally,
Okay.
and we went and saw her, and her name is Valerie Storm. Um,
Okay.
Horrific comedian. She worked for Disney. She worked for them and did Disney cruises.
Oh
So
shit.
she performed on Disney cruises. Yeah, so
Real PG stuff though.
she does a bunch. I mean, she does that, and then she'll do a dirty scene, a dirtier set that she does. Valerie Storm has some really good dirty material. So she's great. She's fantastic. But we went and saw her, and after the show, she came up to me and she goes, "I heard you want to be a stand-up comedian," and I said, I've always wanted to. And then she grabbed my hand and took me to Jamie Morgan, who is the owner of the Laughing Comedy the Cafe in Fort Myers.
Oh, damn.
And he said, come back on Sunday. And we have a workshop that we do. It's a comedy workshop. And he said, just try to write 5 minutes before Sunday. So I had a ton of material already written. I just tried to put 5 minutes together, and the rest is history, man. Since that was in September of last year. So I've been absolutely grinding since September of last year. And it's been a fucking awesome, it's been awesome so far.
Well, I would say so. I mean, you know how hard it had to be to start what you're doing in 2020. Everybody is going to look back at that year and be like, God, that was just the shittiest year on record that I can remember. And here you
Especially
are.
in entertainment.
Exactly. And here you are starting out a fucking career, man. It's amazing. And you're blooming already, just 6 months in it, and your fucking name's out there, man. I see your name not just on your own post, but on other people's posts as well. So you are getting the recognition in just a short amount of time. And then, not to mention, fucking Tater Salad himself, Ron White, man, he's taking you under his wing for 6 shows.
I'm very, very excited for that. The community in Fort Myers is ridiculous. I'm
starting to notice that.
It's very, and Conan was one of your.
Yep.
Did you? I don't know if you know. I know Conan very well. I've done shows with Conan, and I love that guy. What is with the thing, pussy? What the?
I love it. The guy's hilarious. I could not wait to have him on. That accent just killed me.
Oh, dude, I know. Well, that's the best thing about him is he doesn't have to say much. And
no, his accent can carry him quite a ways. It's so bad. Does that irritate you sometimes, where he can just take something so simple with the accent?
Not at all, bro. That's good for him. Everybody has different little ways that they do things. I'm still trying to find the right version of myself on stage. You know, if I'm trying to be over animated, I'm still trying to. Comedians call it finding your voice. You know, and I am 6 months in, nowhere near have found my voice yet. So I'm still trying to adapt that while adapting material that I find funny to different older Florida crowds right now, which our older Florida crowds are difficult sometimes. You get a normal average age of 89.
Yeah, it's a retirement capital of the world.
Can't go. I can't do my old person. My mom is getting old and they're dying soon jokes, you know.
Yeah, it kind of hits a little too close to home.
I did it last night though at Johnny, which is an older club. I do a joke here. I'll kind of give you the bit of it. It's just I recently started getting my parents really nice gifts.
Yeah.
But I do this because I realize any gift that I get from my parents is just a gift for me in the future. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes those old people will realize that and they go, "Oh, wait, that's my shit."
Yeah.
And they realize it and they go, "Wait, that's gonna happen to me soon."
Oh man, yeah. I think about that even with my kids. I've got a son that's graduating here. This next
Graduating
month.
what?
High school, man.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I thought you were graduating high school.
Oh God, no. Do I look that young? Oh my God.
Yeah, you do.
Oh God, I wish. I appreciate that, man.
Yes.
Little technical difficulty there. The mic was coming loose.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna bang you until you told me your age.
Oh man, I appreciate that. You know, I'd have been all for it too, Griff. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you could be
Glad you're honest with me.
Yeah, you could be the sugar daddy. You know, I could always make some trips to Florida, and I mean, if you're willing to pay the airfare, I'm all in, dude.
Depends, man. Depends on how this Ron White thing
Yeah, we could use the Ron White money here, man. I'm all for it, dude. I'll make the sacrifice. I'll make the trip. We're good.
I am for it, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's with my son graduating here next month and my daughter graduating next year. Being a parent, it's rewarding. you get to see those things. So yeah,
I can't wait, man. My baby's due. I have my firstborn due in July.
congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Do
my little
you know
boy.
the gender? You got a boy coming.
I got a little boy. His
My
name's Luke.
God.
It's Luke Jameson.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
LJ.
yeah. LJT.
I like that.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we're dude. Couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, batten down the hatches, man, because shit will get crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The good thing is my wife works from home.
Oh,
So
perfect.
so we live here and I'm a comedian for a living. So I work from home too.
Money can be
So,
tight at times. Hell yeah, been there,
yeah.
done that.
That's why I got my sugar mama, man.
Exactly, and that's why I'm hoping your Ron White money works out, and I got my sugar daddy. I'm good.
There you go. And that's how the pipeline works.
Just keep
Everyone gets
feeding
fed.
in. Just keep
Everyone
feeding
gets,
into it.
just let
Jesus,
me put on that. You just let me put on that mask every once in a while.
God, I have forgotten what the hell I was even going to ask about. But one thing I saw was we kind of touched on Disney. You had a friend that works for Disney. You like Disney movies though?
Oh, I'm a huge Disney fan. I'm a freak.
Like
My wife,
how late? How long?
my
How
wife,
old of the
e-
movie?
everything original from Snow White in the fifth.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So me and me and my wife both love Disney. I I have a Disney fucking pillow right there. So yeah, dude, I sleep on Mickey Mouse's fucking face, man.
That's
No,
beautiful.
I know I'm a huge Disney fan. My wife also, I love Pops, and so does my wife.
Yeah.
So my wife collects Disney Funko Pops. So
Okay.
we have like 200 Disney Funko Pops.
And now that I know that, I should have set my Kingdom Heart Funko Pops out, man. Damn it.
She has those too.
Yep, I've got a couple of them. If I'd have known that, I'd set them out.
She has all the Kingdom Hearts ones.
Oh my
She's
God.
big into Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, she likes Kingdom Hearts and Disney in general. So she has all that shit. I have Star Wars. That's those are mine.
Star Wars is awesome, man. I'm not big into it, and I was never big into Star Trek. But if I had to pick, Star Wars is better than Star Trek. I'm sorry.
Get you into it. Once we get you in, we fly you down for those sexy
Yeah.
times. Well,
Yes.
after the after the fun festivities, we'll put on the original saga.
We got to start from episode 1 and just work our way through. We
No,
may need.
we'll just skip episode 1. We'll go to
Okay.
episode
Okay.
2. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to see baby Anakin. We know what the fuck happened. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like a true Star Wars fan. It really does.
Bad, man.
So with the Disney movies, I mean, are you? What about the Pixar movies then? Very much into those.
The newer stuff, yeah, like we like this Frozen is like Disney, right?
Yeah.
Pixar is more like, I know Toy Story is
Yeah,
Pixar.
that's your Toy Story, your Monster Inc.
Yeah, we're all about that.
Yeah, I mean, I got into those because of my kids being born around that time, so they're still
Just wrote,
hilarious.
I just wrote a joke, funny enough, that is around Disney. It's just about Randy Newman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so everybody's talking about cancel culture and stuff like that. And Randy Newman, the "You Got a Friend in Me," that guy, fucking that guy. He has a song called "Short People." Have you ever heard that song?
No.
Oh my God. I'll Google. Hold on a second.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Randy Newman, "Short People" lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. Okay, it's a really happy, upbeat song. It goes, "Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason." See, it's good. Short people got no reason to live. Dude, they got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses and tiny little teeth. And they wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet. I don't want no short people. Randy Newman, the guy from Toy Story, doesn't want any short people. Randy Newman doesn't want any short people around here. Those are his lyrics.
Holy shit, that's some of the funniest shit I've heard in a while. Oh,
And it's 100% true.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
But what Dr. Seuss book is canceled?
Oh, which one did get canceled? Wasn't there a few?
A few, yeah,
Oh,
but we can't. But short people still on. Dude, it gets
oh.
here. Look here, it gets worse.
And that's great. I'm only 5'6", so I'll take that one to heart. That's beautiful.
Dude, it gets worse. It goes. They got little baby legs. They stand so low. You gotta pick them up just to say hello.
What the hell?
They got little cars that go beep beep beep. They got little voices, Brian, that go peep peep peep. They got grubby little fingers and dirty little minds. They're gonna get you every fucking time, dude. Because Randy Newman
oh my god,
doesn't want any short people around any of them or any people he knows or loves.
Oh, hopefully you never meet Skilo. Oh my god. Oh man, that might be a deep. Oh god, that's right. You were born in '93. My fault. Skilo was a rapper in the early '90s that came out with a song called "I Wish." It was "I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a ball."
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's Skilo, man.
Yeah, I know songs by songs. Was he a one-hit wonder? Was that
Yep, that was pretty much the one
Okay.
hit. His 15 minutes of fame right there.
That's cool.
Oh my god, dude, my eyes were
Isn't that hysterical? So that's a bit I'm writing. I'm just gonna go on stage and bring that up.
Dude, you've got to be shitting me. I can't believe that's a real thing by that guy.
Yeah, that's what's so funny.
That's unreal. That really is. Oh my god, that's some of the funniest shit I've ever heard. Oh my god. All right, so what do you got coming? Man, I don't know how I can fucking move on from that one. That's some shit, dude. I got some things to say to that, dude. I'm short, so fuck him.
No, that's why I'm talking. I think it should be canceled.
Yeah, we need awareness brought to the short community. I'm not talking little people. I'm talking about us that get stuck in that middle contour. We're just tall enough to ride the rides, but not tall enough to be a construction worker. So I'm just saying.
I'm that's the thing, Brian, is I'm 6'5", so I'm just an advocate for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm just trying to help you guys out and push you guys up to the you know.
We need it. I need a booster seat right now. Fuck.
Just a little push.
Oh my god.
That would be hurtful.
So what do you got coming up? We've already covered that you're going to be going on tour with Ron for 6 shows in Naples. What's set up for Griffin Thomas the rest of 2021?
Oh god. Well, right now I'm just I'm really working. I'm really just trying to better my material, work on my craft, just get better jokes, you know. I'm finding every time that I write, I find something that I like more, that I end up taking things out. I have a lot of different things that I try and do. It just depends on my mood and how I'm kind of feeling on stage. Depends on what comes out of my face. But I just want to keep writing right now. That's what's super important to me. And then work at my home club in Fort Myers, work at Visani, continue to host for some crazy, awesome people. Continue to build my resume. And then once the world opens back up here, maybe start moving up north, getting into Carolina. I want to get into the Carolina Comedy Club. I know this lovely lady named Leslie out at the Carolina Comedy Club. I'm trying to get in over there, and then move up to Atlanta, the Punchline. Get over to Zany's in Nashville.
Yeah,
that'd be some stuff that I'm trying to get to. If I could start branching up, that way, and then most importantly would be eventually to get back home to Chicago and perform in Chicago. But that fucking place is closed, man. That place is sealed. So I ain't going anywhere near there. I couldn't be more thankful for where I am right now. We have a badass governor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Governor DeSantis, dude, I guarantee you he will be in the running for Republican nominee for president.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Dude, wow. But dude, when it came to like, this is the only state that is fucking economy wise that's moving. This state is and has been for a while now. Last night I said this is Florida where the pandemic hasn't existed for a while.
Yeah, that's no shit.
And it got an applause break because it's true. Yeah,
it's 100% true.
It hasn't for very long. Yeah.
No.
So, and that's the thing is that's the only thing that's allowed me to work on comedy during the pandemic. I got to do a Zoom shows with that fan, you know, which was super cool. But Zoom shows are fucking not fun.
No, I bet not. That's got to be so hard with a virtual audience.
Man, yeah, I'd rather do this with you. You know what I mean? Than because it's more intuitive. I get more out of if I tell you a joke, I get more out of it than I would from a weird room of like 12 people.
Yeah, and
they have
shit Wi-Fi and they're on a delay, and then they don't hear the punchline with everybody else.
Yeah, and nor do I want to watch somebody lay on their bed and watch me like this. You know what I mean? What a fucking weird thing. Like,
yeah.
Or people watch people shovel fucking carrots into their mouth. High speeds. Like they're from a lot of those people are from LA, so they're out there eating like they're not eating like normal people shit. They're eating kale berries and
they're eating rabbit food.
Yeah, fucking rabbit food.
That's what it is, man. That's what it looks like. I think that's what it is.
Is that pine tar? What are you scooping into your ears? Stop doing that, Frank.
Yeah, there's a reason you don't see pine cones laying around in LA. They get thrown in salads and shit, man.
Yeah. Either that or they use them as an anal toy.
Gotta have a plug, dude. That was bad. Oh dear Lord. All right, so I figure we may as well cover this since it is fresh. Yeah, kind of a down note. DMX passes away. I saw you were a fan of DMX. You posted as well. I was as well. My wife was. Great lyricist. I mean, one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. The way he could put lyrics together and they made sense. What did DMX mean to you growing up?
I appreciated his music because he was one of the last lyricists in rap that I felt that still had poetic like nature to it, where it actually had some sort of message to it.
Yep.
You know, where nowadays it's about just being as cool as possibly,
boats and hoes.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally what it's about. Like Tupac was that like one of those rappers that was the same way, that was poetic in his writing. And as a comedian, that's kind of what I look for in writing, is something that when I'm listening to a song, I want it to mean something for me. Like that's what's so powerful about the Beatles. You know what I mean? Because they're a band that you can listen to, and they have anything for any way you're feeling.
Yes.
If you're feeling happy and upbeat, they have a song for it. If you're feeling sad and pissed, they have a song where it's just a dude screeching on a fucking guitar for 6 minutes. Number nine, fucking. And DMX was the same way. DMX had songs where for when you were sad, when you wanted to clean the fucking house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's what was cool about DMX, and that's something we don't really have anymore, and it's going to die out.
It will.
As far as lyricists, well, I'm sure there'll always be people out there that want to keep things true.
There'll always be that one that comes along.
Right. Like, are you a fan of country music, for example?
Oh yeah.
Okay, like I love Luke Combs.
Okay.
Like Luke Combs is like he's like brought me into country music, and now I'm like, oh shit, I'm looking at other different things because I'm like, I've never really been into country music, but his music is almost like a mix of rock and country, and it kind of like fits what I like. And now I'm like, oh sure, I'll listen to Toby Keith,
Yep.
and I'll try Brooks and Dunn.
Oh
And
man. Now
so
you're speaking my language there. Now you're reaching back.
so yeah, and see, and they did you see Brooks and Dunn just did a whole album with like a bunch of different artists?
No, I didn't. I had no idea they even got back together doing anything.
So they did a reprise of all their songs, but they like each song had a different famous country singer or band with them. So they did one with like Luke Combs. You should check it out. It's really, really cool.
I'm gonna have to.
And it starts off with the actual band, and then they bring it over to Brooks and Dunn.
Oh man.
So like I think Midland was in it, and there's a couple of different really famous newer bands, and they all performed with Brooks and Dunn on different songs. So all like their famous hits.
And see, that's what I was into, the Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson,
Yeah.
Travis Tritt. I mean, and
You
like
like
you
a
said,
do you like Jimmy Buffett too?
I like a little bit of Jimmy Buffett. I'm not a huge Jimmy Buffett fan, but 5 o'clock somewhere with Alan Jackson. I mean, come on.
Dude, well, here's the thing. That's another so I love Jimmy Buffett to death, but I can only listen to him when I'm on a beach. if I hear it, listen, Jimmy Buffett pisses me off. I am not in a place to enjoy Jimmy Buffett. Okay, I'm sitting like if I'm at work and a fucking Margaritaville song comes on.
Oh shit.
I am gonna fucking turn that shit off. Dude, I don't want to. I don't want to write that down. That might be a bit.
Yeah, you do. Right? Yeah, you do. If you're such a fan of him, but you get pissed off when you hear it outside of a beach setting, yeah, I think you need to write some shit down, man.
That's funny.
So I take it you've never been to Margaritaville in Vegas, then?
I've never been to Margaritaville in Vegas. However, however, do you know that they're everywhere? Those hotels?
No, I thought the only one was in Vegas.
No, man, they're everywhere now. They're in Orlando. They're in a lot of different like touristy spots,
bigger cities.
Yeah, so they have a comedy club at the one in Orlando.
Oh shit.
And I'm working really hard to get in there and do a show and get a room at Margaritaville and then go downstairs and perform at Margaritaville.
With margarita in hand?
Probably I'm a rum and coke guy.
Okay. Hey, rum works.
I'm a Captain and Coke double tall, 2 of them before show, just to give me the confidence to breathe. Dude, I'm a wreck right before a show, but as soon as I get on stage, I'm like, okay, all right,
it turns on.
This is where I live.
Yeah, I saw the video you posted last night before you hosted the show. You were right outside of Ron's tour bus, dude. You look nervous as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I have never been. Listen, I didn't eat anything the whole day.
Shit.
My stomach fucking hated me. My stomach hated me so bad. And then I was like turning in knots. It was like 20 minutes before show. They're like, hey, gotta go, need to go on Ron White's bus. And I was like, oh, fuck you. That was before the video that you saw was before they said that to me.
Oh shit.
And then I went on the bus and I got off and I had this feeling in my cheeks, like
smiling too much.
It was just, well, it wasn't even smiling. It was just like almost like blushing, but it was, I just had like this, I was like, I walked off this bus and I was just like, what in the fuck? Unreal. Like, it just like, I've met famous people before, but like Ron White, man, it's Ron White.
Dude,
I've watched Ron White since I was fucking 10. Like I was thrown out of the ball.
Yes.
Fucking.
I wasn't drunk in public.
Yeah, I was drunk in a bar. Yes. They hurled me into public.
Dude, that's one of the best bits ever. I love Ron. I constantly, the only thing on the radio in my car, because I have Sirius, is what is it? Comedy Roundup, which is Larry the Cable Guy and Jeff Foxworthy's channel, and then Netflix is a joke radio, and Ron is always on one of the two channels, and I don't care if I've heard it 100 times, it's still fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Incredible, man. Just to be there, and I've never, and this is gonna sound bad, but like I had a great set, and I put everything I had into it, as I always did, but I could not give a fuck about my set at all. I was in my eyes, I don't even know if I got a light. I think I did over the time that I was supposed to, because when I did my video, I had like 13 minutes, but I was only supposed to do 10. But I never got a light, so I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do this last thing and I'll get off. But dude, it was just fucking. I couldn't get off fast enough. I was like, all right, everybody ready? And everybody's like, for what? What's happening? And I was like, oh, nothing's happening. We just have this we just have this dude coming up next. You might know him. Yeah.
These guys had no idea he was coming up.
Not at all.
I would have shit myself.
Dude, that's that reaction when ladies and gentlemen, Ron White. They
had to have been thinking it's a different Ron White. They had to have been thinking that first.
Well, he walked right on stage.
Oh my god!
We timed it perfectly. I was like, I'll get, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Ron White, and he walked right on stage, right. And I went and I grabbed his. I noticed. See, I'm very analytical with comedy. I noticed that he always has he's working on new shit right now. That's why he's coming on to feature.
Yeah,
because he's working on brand new material.
That's how you do it.
So I noticed that he would come up with a paper and he'd always grab the bench or grab the stool and put it down there. So when I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ron White," I went and I grabbed the stool, and I put it right there by the mic. And then I went, because I knew that's what he was going to do. And so just a little bit of
little things like that can go a long fucking way in some people's eyes.
I think that might have made a difference.
It could have.
It's the smallest thing. It's the difference of me doing it for him on stage versus him having to drag that fucking thing over there.
That's right.
He's got a beer in hand already. I'm perfectly capable of doing it. So fucking why not?
I love the fact Ron still does a set with a drink in hand. I mean, that guy never will change. Thank God.
Yeah, he is. He's incredible, man. He's a really and couldn't be more likable. Like, you know how they tell you not to meet your heroes. That's the thing that's the craziest thing for me is, yeah, I got to meet Ron White and it was a crazy experience, but the genuine human being that he is blew me away. Of how he was, I was just like chatting with him, like, "Hey, what's up, dude? How are you? Good." Like fucking, we just had a conversation. It was wild. It was just wild.
Dude, that's awesome. And thank God he's like that too. Because honestly, the way you see him do his comedy, you could see him being a brash guy in public.
Sure. Yeah.
But the fact that he's approachable like that, and the fact that he's helping you out, he's bringing you on board, man, that speaks volumes.
Yeah. And the only thing too is he, with certain things like with signatures and certain things like that, he can't kind of do shit like that.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that sucks. So I mean, he's Ron White. You know what I mean? He's a different level. So it's understandable. You can't expect to do a show and perform for somebody. Like, you don't expect to go and see Steven Tyler, right? And then go, okay, after I meet Steven Tyler, I'm waiting by his dressing room. I want to take a picture with Steven. I want him to kiss my tits. I like fucking no. You can't. He's not gonna do that. You think he'll put this lipstick on and kiss my boobies? No, he won't. He's fucking Ron White. He's got to go home now because he just performed for you.
He wants to get the fuck out of here. Leave the guy alone.
That's the thing is, I don't know why people think, because what happens is that at the club that we work at, a lot of comedians go out and meet the crowd afterwards.
Yeah, some do. Yeah.
But when fucking Ron White shows up, sorry, he's not going to be meeting with people.
No, no.
Some of your other headliners that are going to be coming through that are not Ron White aren't going to be meeting people.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that here's the crazy thing, bro. People were banging on his door, his bus door. We want to talk. How dare you not come out and meet us?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no, you never do that. No.
yeah, yeah. So they're like, we, you asked for it, basically. Like you signed up for this.
No. That
No, no, no.
he's
He
paid
signed up
his
to
dues.
Yeah, he signed up to entertain you guys.
And they didn't even know that he was going to be there. So he did
No,
something he didn't even have to do, period.
no, man. He came to treat you guys with fucking 25 minutes of his comedy.
Yeah.
You have no idea how lucky you idiots are.
And you're getting to hear new shit. You're not getting to hear stuff you've heard over and
No.
over on CDs or on specials. You're getting new stuff.
I watched him do that set 3 times. I watched him do it at the Laugh-In in Fort Myers. I watched him do it at Side Splitters in Tampa, and then I got to work with him and host for him at Bastania in Port Charlotte. And I watched his set every single time, and holy fuck. And it's brand new stuff, man. And he just knows how to write. His writing is superb. And it just his delivery is everything, man, is so cool to watch. It's riveting.
He's got it pretty well polished. So him trying new material, I think it's just him saying, if they like it, they like it. If not, screw it. We're gonna move on and do it anyway.
My eyes is he's writing for a new special.
Oh, okay. It has been a little while since he's had one out.
If a national touring comic is writing new material, it's not to incorporate it into their current stuff. It's to separate it and write a new special. So
okay.
that's probably what he's doing, is developing new material for a new special.
Griffin,
That would be
insight.
That would be very, very cool.
Giving us a little insight to the behind the curtain of the comedy world there.
That's just what I think personally is the in that time when you're Ron White, you don't need to incorporate stuff into your stuff that you know is working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they write, like he did 25 minutes of new stuff. That's almost a brand new special.
It is.
That's half a special.
Yep.
So he does now, if he does that same thing and writes a whole brand new thing, a whole nother 25, boom, that's a special.
Yep.
So he puts those two together and that's a whole special.
Fucking brilliant.
So yeah. So terrific. That's how it works. And little opportunities like this, go a long way.
And this ain't no little opportunity, Griffin. You're getting a big one here, man. I don't want to make too much of a big deal about it. And I know you're trying to keep it under wraps and keep that excitement held in, at least just in check. But man, you got something special here, man. So you're gonna kill it.
It's incredible, man.
You're gonna kill it.
I'm really looking forward to it, man.
Dude, just keep posting stuff while you're doing these, man. Little snippets of while you're on stage, dude. You've got this. You've got everything working for you. You got an opportunity right here that you absolutely won't blow. I know you won't. You can't. As long as you keep doing what you're doing, you can't. There you go. Medicinal purposes, people. It's legal in his state. Leave the guy alone. It don't matter what he does.
I mean, you guys can come at me at my Instagram or Facebook at Griffin T Comedy if you like to bitch at me for my marijuana use.
Perfect segue there, Griffin, because this is where I was gonna start winding it down. This is where I turn it over to my guest. I want you to let everybody know where they can find you on any social media, shows you got coming up, which we touched on the Naples stuff with Ron White. Anything past that you want to plug, or as always, any organizations or charities you'd like to plug that you may be a part of. Stage is yours, my friend. Go right ahead, Griffin.
Cool, man. a lot of things all at once. You did that too.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. The shows I have coming up. I run a room in Bonita Springs. It's called Brass Balls Comedy. And we have a show tomorrow. And that is with John Charles, who is our headliner. Our features Jojo Casillas, who would be a good guy to have on your show for the record.
Oh, I'm planning on getting a hold of him. Jojo and I are friends on Facebook, and I do plan on having him.
Yeah, he would be a good guy to have on there for sure. He also got to open for Ron at the Laughing. So he's been doing it for 4 years, and he's good. He's a really good friend of mine. He's offered a lot of great support and help. He's a good guy. I would have him on your show for sure.
Yeah.
But so having him on my show, and then I also have this dude on the show too. His name's Conan, and he'll be on the show tomorrow.
Conan's amazing.
He is. So it'll be me, Conan, JoJo, and John Charles. So it's going to be a really fun show. And that's every other week I do that show. So I also have RC Smith is going to be headlining that room. And he is awesome as well. So to have him headlining that room is great. And then after that, I also have Carmen Sarasillo going to be headlining that room. So a bunch of really great comics for Brass Tap. But yeah, man, if you guys would like to follow me on social media, it's at Griffin T Comedy. I also have a website. It's griffintcomedy.com. That's on everything, man. So YouTube, Snapchat, give me a little those boobies. No, don't do that. I'm married. My wife's gonna don't do that. I'll delete them after a while. Couple minutes. No, that's it, man. That's all I can think of.
Awesome. Any charities that you could think of that you are associated with or have donated to in the past, maybe?
St. Jude's is always a great one that I'd recommend. Just any help for St. Jude's is fantastic. Also another thing that I would recommend isn't a charity per se, but it's a really, really cool thing that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm trying to incorporate it somehow in a bit for a feature act. And when you get more time, you can do that kind of shit. But there's these things called cat cafes. Now, I don't know how you feel about cats.
I like cats, man. We own one.
Okay, we do too. And we got ours from a cat cafe. Cat cafes are really interesting ways to adopt cats. So rather than going to like an adoption place or a shelter, these are shelters that are like an open area where you can go in and interact with all the cats, and they have like drinks and different things that you can have, and then you just hang out with the cats, and if there's any one that you like specifically, you can adopt it. So I actually did a show in Miami at a cat cafe, and my wife came down with me because it was a show in Miami, and I was doing it with a lot of friends, and we had a hotel that night in Miami, and I was doing a show the next day. And when we walked in, there was this cat sitting on her chair. And she had a special chair. She's a pregnant lady. So there was a special chair just for her. And there was this cat sitting on the chair, and we just fell in love with this cat. The demeanor of the cat, we could tell how amazing this cat was. And so we adopted the cat that day.
Yes.
And we picked it up the day after I did my show, and we took it back to Fort Myers, and that cat is the coolest fucking cat. Literally the coolest cat ever. Like, I can't wait to get off this fucking chat with you and snuggle the cat. No. Literally the coolest, chillest, most loving cat possible, but you find the cat that interacts with you well. You know what I mean? If you want to have a cat that's a little bit more playful, you can find that cat. And
yeah,
cat cafes are badass, and they're gaining popularity.
I like that. That is a great idea.
Yeah. So If you're looking for a cat, Google the nearest cat cafe. Give that a try. Even I think it's like $20 just to hang out, even if you don't adopt a cat.
That's
You
nothing.
go hang out and you spend the day and go fucking hang out with some kitties, like Bubbles would want to from Trailer Park Boys. Hang out with some fucking kitties.
Oh man, don't even get me started, dude. Last week I had oh my god, who was Drew Harrison on with me. He's called the American Squirrely Dan. And oh my god, dude was great.
Yeah.
He's a huge fan of Letterkenny, and you're a huge fan of Trailer Park Boys. I love that show. My god,
Yes.
those guys are great. So man, I keep finding guys that like the shows that I like, man. This is amazing.
Dude, Trailer Park Boys is fucking awesome. I don't know why people don't love that show as much.
A quick
I-
hit.
I-
What did you think about the animated one?
That's only because fucking Leahy died. So
Yeah,
that's the only
that
you can't.
sucks.
You can't. It sucks. I didn't really like the animated show.
It was way out there.
I mean, it had to be. Yeah,
It can
to make
be.
a trip. But dude, I'm just a big fan of Ricky and Bubble. Dude, I say so many Rickyisms
Oh god.
throughout, like Sam Squanches or a Totoso. I fucking a Totoso. Oh my god.
What did he call graduating? His grade 12?
Yeah, I got my grade 12.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they call it in Canada.
Is it really? Is that
Yeah.
really the slang for it in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're the weird ones.
We must be.
Well, think about it. Like, you know how what date is it? What's today's date?
Let's see. Is it the 10th?
How would you say it the long ways?
I would say April 10th, 2021.
See, you're dumb according to everyone else in the world.
I've seen it. They go by day, month, and year.
Weird, isn't it?
It screws me up sometimes
11th
when you
November.
see, yeah, if you've got a month or excuse me, a day that can be any of the numbers of months, it can screw you up horribly.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure Harry Potter taught me that shit. 11th November. What the fuck, Hermione? Maybe you should stop with the spells and work on your English.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm the jackass, huh?
All right, Griffin, this is where I wind it down now. I can't thank you enough for this, man. This has been some time coming. We've had a couple reschedules here, but man, we got it done. And dude, this was fucking amazing. I can't tell you, my gut hurts, dude. Oh, I've actually shed some tears by accident. So, man, this has been great, Griff. I can't thank you enough for coming on, man.
It was a blast, bro.
It really was. All right.
Thanks for having me,
man. Absolutely. All right, everybody. You know the sign off by now. You know the deal. You'll find the videos on YouTube. You'll find it at the spinoff. You find it under my name, Brian Knutson. Same thing with Facebook. Same deal there. I will post links there as well. You'll find the audio for the podcast on Twitter at the Scarlet Cream. Find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I mean, anywhere you find podcasts, guys. It's easy. I do this every time. I think you all figured it out by now. So, for myself at the spinoff, from my guest, Griffin Thomas, for the Killigans supplying me with my intro music, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. So, this will be the spinoff signing off for this episode now. So, for Griffin Thomas, myself, everybody watching, we will see you all again on the next episode.